So for most people, horseback riding is a leisure activity. They do it for fun, they do it for enjoyment, and they're not necessarily interested in asking the horse to work all that hard, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You should get out of your relationship with your horse whatever you want to. That's your prerogative. It's your horse. That's the reason you have a horse, to get what you want out of that relationship. But when you have a horse that you don't ever really ask much of it, that horse is going to become used to not really being asked to do much, which in turn is going to eventually create some problems. Any horse that's allowed to work at a certain level that's not very hard is going to get used to being worked at that level, and anything higher than that level is going to be, the horse isn't going to really be happy working at, and eventually the horse is going to be not happy even working at that easy level. Some horses are just kind of generally more laid back, and they just soon be left alone and be left that way. So if you have a generally laid back horse and you never ask him to work hard, eventually that's going to start creating problems. This horse here is a good example of that. She's a really nice horse. She never really does anything bad, but she kind of complains when the work gets to be very hard. When she came in, she was pretty overweight. I've taken some weight off of her. She's at a pretty good area now with weight-wise. And I can get her to do some pretty nice things, but she complains. Everything is hard. So in order to get her to appreciate those easy days, which most of them for her are easy, once in a while there needs to be a hard day. So what I'm going to do is, for her, today is going to be one of those harder days. Doesn't necessarily have to be real hard. I don't have to just kill her with work, but it needs to be a little bit harder than what she's used to. I'm going to get her to engage her brain. It's going to be more mentally engaging, which in turn is going to make the work that I ask her to do a little bit more physical. When I ask this horse to round up, bring her chin in, lift her back, she'll do it, but see how she brought her chin in and then immediately started fussing about it. She knows what I'm asking for. She'll do what I'm asking, but she don't want to keep that frame because it feels like work. You making her use muscles that she really don't want to use. This is pretty typical for a lot of horses that I see. So what I'm going to do, I'll ask her to frame up. But we're going to do things that's going to make it just a little bit harder, engage her brain. We're going to go over the pole. I'm still going to ask her to round her body up. We're going to go around these cones. If she's not paying attention, we might just go right over the cone. There we go. Engage her brain. I got two poles laid out. They're not laid out to go over them one at a time. You see how I'll take them at an angle. It's not typically how you would work ground poles if you were showing, but if I'm chasing cows in the pasture, that might be how we go over it. I'm going to take what I do here, make it a little bit harder. We get these poles over here. Ask her to collect right there. Her left shoulder fell in. I'm going to fix her shoulder. Let's aim towards this red cone. And she went to the side. That's engaging her brain. She noticed the cone, went around it, went around that one. It's keeping her brain engaged. I'm giving her brain more to do. Even though I'm asking her to collect up her body, lift her back, bring her chin in. Things that we do pretty regularly. I'm going to make that be a little bit more mentally challenging. So this horse's owner, when he rides her, he just wants a nice, relaxing, leisurely ride, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And she, for the most part, does okay, but it's getting to the point where those rides aren't engaging enough for her. So she kind of tries him just a little bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing things to just kind of engage her mind a little bit more. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything particularly hard, but I'm going to make what I'm asking her to do harder. See her pay attention to where she put her feet there? She still don't want to round up her face. I'm making contact with my hands, but I'm not pulling her face in. Every time her head goes up, I'm giving a little squeeze with my spurs, asking her to use her body a little bit better. These two things go hand in hand. She needs to use her body better to prevent soreness, to round her back, to do her work more efficiently. But on the other hand, there's no really reason to. She's strong enough, she doesn't have to round her body. But if I make what we're doing harder, right there, she was looking in the barn. If I make what we're doing harder, that gives her more reason to carry her body better, to do what I'm asking her to do. Now she went around that board. Go back over the board. Even though I'm pointing her at those cones and allowing her to go around the cone so she don't bump into it, I'm not going to let her get away with going around the board. We're going to go over the board if I say go over the board. Round your body back up. I have just a plain low port grazing bed on her. I'll put a picture here so you can see what that looks like. Go. Engage her brain. Not necessarily going to do what she thinks we're going to do. Turn them there. Now let's go back over the board. Turn over the board. She don't really get a chance to look at it coming at her that way. To set her feet up, to prepare, she has to look and make adjustments quick. A lot of my young horses and my cow horses, I was taking them to some little open shows and show them in some classes to get them used to the pen before I start showing them at some more serious shows. And I remember I had a horse that I was showing in trail. And the trail obstacles weren't that hard, but the way it was laid out, keep going, keep trying. The way it was laid out, it was really hard to get from one obstacle to the other. And I ended up winning the class. Wasn't a very big class, but I won the class. Had a pretty nice ride. And I remember one of my friends that I was showing against, he said, "How did you get that horse to handle so nice going from one obstacle to the next?" Well, it just so happened that particular horse, I used it to go out in the pasture and round up my cows and bring them in. And that horse was used to trotting over logs and ditches and limbs and through the woods and anything that needed to be to go get the cows and bring them in. So that horse was used to not only me handling it, but looking at the obstacle and understanding the obstacle that we were doing. And that's what I'm doing with this horse right here. Just doing it here in this arena. It's random stuff. There's the cows coming in to eat. We'll use those. Nope. She's used to cows. So that's what I'm doing here. We're just doing random stuff in the arena, moving her around, going over boards like there were limbs. It'd be nice if there was actually limbs, but it's kind of hard to drag them in and out of my covered arena. But doing this random stuff to get the horse used to being handled, and also getting the brain engaged and used to figuring out what we're going to do. Works great for these horses that you're going to actually use for some ranch work. It also works really great let's get your head down. It also works really great for getting the horse to put more effort into something, engage its brain, engage its body, put more effort into something so that it appreciates when the work day is easy. This has actually not been that hard of work. She ain't even breathing heavy, sweating or anything. But I'm going to stop on this with her today. This is KC, and we're going to see next time I ride her how more willing she is to do the easy stuff. Until next time, thank you for watching.